Is Liam Neeson throwing shade at Star Wars, or is he just being honest? We have so much to discuss with you guys. Brand new article just came out, and this stuff is getting very interesting. Make sure you stick around for the entirety of this video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Coach here and Nick over there. We are Echo Base Network. So glad that you are here with us. We're looking at the latest in Star Wars news, and we're looking at what exactly did Star Wars veteran actor Liam Neeson have to say about this beloved franchise. That is exactly what we're going to look at right now. So this article just dropped today over at Variety. The headline here, Liam Neeson says Star Wars is being hurt by so many spin-offs, it's taken away the mystery and the magic. So let's look at exactly what Liam Neeson said, Nick, and then we'll get your take here. Neeson took things a step further, explaining that his reason for not wanting to reprise Qui-Gon Jinn is because the Star Wars franchise is damaging its own magic. Let me reiterate that. He was asked if he would like to come back and be Qui-Gon Jinn one more time, and he said no. And here's why. He articulates, "No, I'm not," Neeson said when asked if he's interested in returning. "There's so many spin-offs of Star Wars, it's diluting it to me, and it's taken away the mystery and the magic in a weird way."
Well, guys, I think Liam Neeson is 100% correct. I've actually said this before when they're trying to explain stuff in the spin-offs and all this other Disney Star Wars stuff. On things that really don't need explanation. I think there should always be a little bit of a mystery there on to, what happened, way before or something like that. Even in the prequels, that was one of my issues with the prequels, with the midichlorian, it's like, not everything needs to be explained. Obi-Wan explained it. In the first Star Wars movie, it's an energy field, surrounded by all living things, blah, blah, and that was good. Not everything needs an explanation. Not everything needs a backstory. Not everything in character and scenario needs all this extra stuff, and I 100% agree with them. I think it's too much stuff that they're trying to do to give backstories and explanations of different things and in time frames within the Star Wars universe. Less is more with Star Wars. I've always thought that, and it's always quality over quantity. I would rather have 3 really good Disney Plus Star Wars episodes than 3 shows of 10 episodes each of just hardly unwatchable crap, And so, yeah, I think he's spot on with those comments for sure.
I completely agree, Nick. And I'll tell you what's really interesting to me is when you look at the characters who have been able to come back and reprise their role after so many years. You look at let's say a Ewan McGregor. Yeah. What did Ewan McGregor say at the conclusion of Obi-Wan Kenobi? He said, "I hope we get the chance to do it again. I would love to do it again with Hayden." What did Tamura Morrison say after the Book of Boba Fett? Or even in the beginning of the Book of Boba Fett, "I hope that we get to do this again. I hope that we get a season 2. We just saw Qui-Gon Jinn's character. We just saw Liam Neeson reprise that character since 1999 at the conclusion of Kenobi, and he's not feeling it. If that show had been a mega hit, if the fans had gone crazy, if it had been something like you said, quality, his attitude might be a little bit different. But I got to agree with Liam Neeson here. They're giving us way too much mediocre Star Wars, and we're a Star Wars channel. We love Star Wars. That's why we're here. But the magic is gone. It is. It truly, truly is. And it pains me to say that. But it's the truth, because they've had too many mediocre shows, and a mediocre Star Wars show is a fail.
Yeah, and just think of how they used him at the very end there. Over the 10 years that he was in hiding, they used him at the very end of the show for him to just pop up and be like, "Oh, hey, I've been here the whole time. Come on, we got a long ways to go."
Which is like lazy ass writing is what that is. I've been here the whole time.
No effort.
No, you hadn't.
Yeah, you ain't been here for nothing.
Well, guys, the story continues, okay? Got a really interesting article over here at The Hollywood Reporter who's basically calling out Star Wars right here in the public. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, and this is a great tie-in to our last topic.
Absolutely. So right here you have it, folks. Hollywood Reporter reporting today. How ironic is that? How much is too much Marvel and Star Wars? Disney rethinks franchise output. Bob Iger is back. Bob Iger's talking about the cost of these shows, how much the movies cost and everything. And Bob Iger is also, Nick, talking about quality over quantity. And I think, I'm with you. If you look at this article right here, we, as fans of Marvel and fans of Star Wars, Disney has oversaturated it with mediocre story, with mediocre shows and movies, and some of them, in my opinion, are just outright fail. And Marvel's not getting any better right now with Ant-Man. It's not getting any better. The numbers are about to be declining after this little surge on opening day, like every Marvel movie gets. But
Ant-Man's getting destroyed.
The reviews are absolutely destroying it, and it's been a minute since we've had, an overwhelming Star Wars victory. A lot of people think that Andor is. I think that, maybe the majority, or maybe it's a 50-50 thing. I don't know, but it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't it's such a success. We're not there right now. The last time I have felt an overwhelming amount of success for Star Wars as a franchise is The Mandalorian Season 2. That's just what it is. Yeah. And we're not there. Marvel, I can't even remember. Endgame.
No, well, yeah, for Disney Marvel, Endgame was the last good thing that has come out. We did get Spider-Man, No Way Home, which was great, but that was done by Sony,
So I think the Hollywood Reporter right here is absolutely spot on, and I think we as fans need to continue to voice our opinions and let them know these franchises are too important to give us mediocrity.
Yeah.
These shows have to be great, so get it done.
And the thing is, if you go back and look at when Iron Man came out, and then you had Captain America, the first Avenger, and then you had Winter Soldier, and all that, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one of that, Thor. When those movies were coming out, everybody was like, "Oh man, have you been to the theater? Have you seen the new Marvel movie yet?" It was a big event every single time. Everybody knew what the next Marvel movie was. Everybody stayed for the end credits, and it all tied in together, and it was a big ordeal. Everybody went to the theaters and saw these movies. Now, with the Disney Plus shows that they got going on tied into the movies, when a lot of people aren't even watching the Disney Plus shows, and then you got the movies coming out that are referencing that stuff, and people are confused and don't really know what's going on. And so it's a huge mess, and they got to get their act together and get back to square one for sure.
Well, guys, we appreciate you being here. Let us know in the comments what you think about this oversaturation. What do you think about Liam Neeson's comments about returning as Qui-Gon Jinn? It's a no, and he thinks that that the magic of Star Wars is gone because Disney has oversaturated it with mediocrity. And what do you think about the Hollywood Reporter's report saying that Marvel and Disney Star Wars are both giving the fans too much and they need to tone it back? I'll be interested to read your comments. As we always say here, we are, you are Echo Base Network. I'm Coach and he's Nick. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Hey, guys.